I have food aversion and I'm not pregnant, and I have had food aversion for some time now. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a bit unusual video, and also my face is very swollen and puffy because I literally just woke up. Well, I woke up an hour ago, but I got up from my bed like less than 10 minutes ago. I went to get myself a coffee, so I can gather the courage to do this video and the energy. And since it's a bit unusual topic as well for me, um yeah, and I'm also quite hungry, but you will understand in this video. So yeah, let me set up my recording device for the angle, and then, so by this time this video is going to be out, I should have published everything related to my past few months living in an island. And now I came back. Well, let me set up my recording device first. Okay, so since I don't have all of my stuff to record, today I'm going to be seated here um, in the floor, and I will explain to you because I don't really know what to do. Well, I guess I guess that I need to seek help, but I just don't really know. Also, the view of the light may be a bit bad, isn't it? Let me put some light, maybe. One sec. Okay, I'm gonna have my breakfast while I talk with you guys because I've been so hungry. I literally woke up because I was so hungry. The sip of water I'm getting just from like waking up from a sleep. So, first of all, I want to apologize because of the light, but also because it may be a sensitive topic I'm going to talk about. So what I need to do, I guess I'm going to put like I'm going to put links to like help stuff, and yeah, let me get my muffin. As you can see in this video, we're going to talk about food, which is a bit like a not a sensitive topic, but I don't know. So I I don't know if you've seen one of my videos from like 4 or 5 videos ago. I want to throw up. 4 or 5 videos ago, I made a video saying that I flew with Ethiopian airline, and that was just very unpleasant experience basically. So 3 days ago, I had to take the same airline because where I was heading to, which is the island, this is one of the two or three, anyway, this is one of the few airlines that go there, so I don't really have a lot of choice. And as I wanted to exchange my ticket, I couldn't really change my ticket, so I flew them again. But that was going to be the last time anyway. So if you haven't watched my video, go watch my video. But it's been 3 days and I'm sick, bedridden. Came here in London. I wanted to do Halloween here because Halloween in London is very fun. So yeah, I came back to London. Obviously, flew back to London. Wanted to do Halloween. I went out for Halloween, but I went out. I had a performance. I performed. Also, I sing, by the way, and like I perform and I dance and stuff. So Halloween day, I did a performance that I'm going. It should be here in this channel. I have two channels, but I think I'm going to post on this one. Uh, it should be already posted anyway by the time. Um, then I went out. It was so fun with the girls. Fortunately, sorry, I'm going into details, but how I was not dressed the way I wanted, so I shouldn't really have posted on my Instagram and stuff because I bought a costume and it didn't arrive on time, so I had to come up with another costume quick. So I ended up going out in the outfit I performed, but I wasn't really happy with it, so I didn't really post anything on Instagram. Anyway, so I've been back for 72 hours. I've been bedridden. Today's Saturday, 6:29. Sorry, I put the flash on. Because literally, like, I'm in this Airbnb. I don't have my laptop. I don't have my lights. Nothing. So today's Saturday. I've been sick for 3 days because of the food I ate in the Ethiopian airline plane. didn't follow my restriction. Anyway, I think I'm going to post a video. It was a really again and pleasing flight. They almost lost my passport, almost missed my flight. No apologize. Like everything is just so bad with this airline. I'm never flying with them again. So aside that, I think everything started when I was away in the island. Not really started, but kind of like got serious when I was in the island. So I'm a really sensitive person when it comes to food. I don't eat all type of food. I don't eat raw meat. I don't eat cheese. I don't eat chocolate. But here I am. I ate chocolate today. I really eat things. I tend to eat things that are really simple and plain. I don't eat meat that is too much. I don't eat fish with like I eat what do you call how do you call that? But like fish without the actual. It's weird because I'm from an island, but I don't eat fish with the actual. How do you call it? Bones. I'm so tired. Sorry. I don't eat fish, but like I don't eat fish that have bones in it. It needs to be like no bones in it. Sorry, I'm a bit complicated. So yeah, and I think I've always found it very difficult to eat, I guess. When I was younger, not really, I wasn't really fussed about it. But as I grew up older, I'm not really old, but as I grew up older, one sec, let me get my coffee. Ugh. Anyway, as I grew up older, I found it very difficult to eat. Also, 3 years ago, 2021, 2021, I was always cooking, always baking. Not really baking because I never really knew how to bake, but I was always like I was eating a lot. I was vegan. If you go back to my channel, I think these videos are still out. I used to be vegan for 2 solid years. And I think that's when I actually got out of the vegan diet that I started having this very disgust feeling about food. Um, I think I switched off being vegan because of the pressure around me. Like my parents were asking me to stop it. They thought I was getting too thin, I guess. I don't know, too sick. And it's strange because at the moment I switched off being vegan, I was quite like I had a lot of meat in my body, but yeah, in 2021 I was the thinnest I have ever been. I was really skinny, not skinny, but I was really thin. When I look back at some pictures, that is true, I was really thin. But I didn't realize, I don't know if it's, I never really, for me, I was had this image of my mind that was like, your body is like that. And it's just now like 3 years ago, 3 years after, sorry, that I'm checking. I'm like, I was so thin. Not here to discuss body dysmorphia. But yeah, I think when I switched off being vegan, I started to have this disgust because when I switched off being vegan, I started to eat like, like normal things, meats, blah, blah, blah. And I think it's at this time that I also stopped cooking anything. Like, I just start to feel like like cooking was a task, not something that I like to do. And when I was younger, I didn't like cooking. I think it was when I was vegan, I really enjoyed cooking. I don't know why. And also back then I had a lot of time. I wasn't necessarily working. I was in my first year at university and I was just like going to university, visiting London, taking pictures. That was my first year of living in London. So yeah, I was just like living low chill, like just low key doing the things that, waking up every single day thinking, what should I do today? What should I do today? And I think around 2022, that's when I just start to be like, ew, I don't like cooking. I don't like to go in the kitchen. It's a task. So then I switched and I'm like, I really just start to cook because I needed to eat something, but it just became really just more like I have to cook. I was about to swear, sorry, I have to cook. So yeah. And then 2022, I had I don't want to get into too much details because I don't really like to talk about my personal life like that to people on the internet, but yeah. In 2022, I guess I had like a life not life-changing experience, but kind of. So it was a really bad period for me, like from going late 2022 after summer, post summer 2022, um too early 2023, I guess. So yeah, just again I became a bit like uh slimmer than I was in 2020, like early 2022. um but still, I guess I was eating food. I can't remember, but I was eating food, but I guess I wasn't eating a lot of food, but I was eating food ever since 2022, I guess. Also, I also start living by myself, so yeah. It's not, I don't think it's really like, I don't think it adds something to that, but yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, I've always been a sweet like person. Like I always preferred like snacks, like sweetie things, like candies. I could literally eat a bag of candies. Like I did that 2 days ago. It's no problem for me. I prefer sweetie food over salty food. And I guess in 2022, I started living in the north of London, and I think most of the time I was eating a lot of sweet things, like things like that. I was using that to fill my body basically. I was still cooking, still, and trying to eat vegetables as much as I can, but I just always like at the since that around that time, I just always felt like, I don't want to cook, I don't want to cook, I don't want to cook. Now going for 2024, I just don't like that. Like I haven't cooked for ever since April. I cooked yesterday and the day before. Today's November, 1st of November, or 2nd of November, 2nd of November, because Halloween was 48 hours ago. And I cooked twice over the past 2 days, and I haven't cooked since April because when I was living in the island, thank God, I never had to go into the kitchen and cook. And I think it added to the experience because I was like, I can't be bothered. Like I'm just here to like rest. So yeah, in about a few weeks slash months, in about a few months time, like 1 2 months, it won't be a problem because today, not today, but I found basically a chef that is going to be cooking for me and deliver my food. um so I'm meant to start this like in a few months, and I'm going to start doing the keto diet, so I will document everything, but basically I'm going to start doing keto. Hopefully it will help me with my case, and also someone is gonna cook for me, so I'm gonna be able to eat just normal food and have a normal diet of a normal person, and just, I mean, normal diet, I'm gonna do keto, but like eating regular meals and just controlling my sugar intake as well, because it's a big problem for me, the sugar intake. There were many times I was so scary about, sickness, like illnesses and things like that, because of the sugar I eat on a daily. um so yeah, I feel like when I'm in a kind of like an okay space mentally, I there was a time I did avoid eating like sugary food for like a few months, and it was a win. Like I was so shocked of myself, but I wouldn't have had like bag of candies like that. When I tell you, there used to be a time in my life. Oh, the light is, what is it? There used to be a time of my life I would literally eat bag of candies for like dinner, and like I would eat that at 6 p.m. and then would just finish the pack, and I wouldn't be hungry anymore, and then I would just like brush my teeth and sleep. And I did that 2 days ago actually. Because 2 days ago I bought pasta. I was like, I'm gonna make pasta. I don't like pasta. I don't like the texture, everything. I'd never eat pasta. I'm more of a rice girl. But since I was living in the island and we were eating rice every single day, I was like, let me get pasta because I need some energy. I cooked the pasta, and then I was just feeling sick for like the past 48 hours because it disgusted me basically. And when I feel disgusted by something, especially food, I just want to throw up and I just feel very sick. uh So, it's really good. Come with the main topic of this video before everyone falls asleep. I have food aversion and I'm not pregnant, and I have had food aversion for some time now. Like, I feel like when I think about it, really, it's been like years, but I didn't know there was actually a name to it. Um, it's just like when I was like living in the island the last few weeks, it gotten really bad. Like, I used to skip a lot of dinner at the time. My grandma was quite worried, and even like I would say to people, "Oh my god, like I feel so disgusted." Like, I would smell food and just wanted to throw up like immediately. I remember there was one day I went to the capital alone. I went out for the day, everything was fine. I went to the restaurant. Um, I went to the restaurant, a really nice, apparently very like upscale restaurant, and I was invited, and I felt bad because we went there and I didn't even eat the food, and the person facing me was so shocked, and they were like, "Oh my god, like you're not eating?" I just had a few bites, and then the person started to tell me something about their lives, and I just lost my appetite. And it happens a lot with me. That's why I like to eat when I basically eating with people is really intimate for me. I don't go out with people like that and eat. I and now that I say that out loud, it makes sense. Like, whenever I have people inviting me to eat out, like strangers, it's really rare for me to eat in front of you because it's very intimate for me. Um, what is it? It's very like intimate for me. I don't eat in front of people, like anyone. And now that I say that a lot, it makes sense because I easily get my appetite taken away if something that I hear is not like, I don't like what I hear or I don't like what I smell. I can just stop eating like that, and I'll just feel so disgusted that I want to throw up in front of me. So I usually try to eat inside of my house. I never really, that's the thing, I don't like to cook, but I don't like to eat inside neither because I like to see the process of what is the person is using to cook my food. So I'm a bit anxious about having my food delivered, like cooked by a chef and delivered to my home. I'm a bit anxious about that. I'm going to have like a few weeks trial and see, and I will feed back to you anyway in this channel. What is it? Um, so yeah, now that I say that out loud, like live to you, it makes sense. Well, I usually when I receive, like, I don't want to say date, but when I receive like propositions to go to restaurants and stuff, I usually just politely decline. I'd rather just eat at home and come and just maybe have a dessert or something to drink, but I won't have a full-on plate and meal with anyone basically. And I went to this restaurant with this person. That was the first time, and I just stopped eating, and I could see the disappointment in them. But yeah, I was like not happy with what I was eating, and I just lost my appetite. And it's just been so hard to deal with because, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. It's just been so hard to deal with because there's always so many things to worry about, at least in my life. And I was like, I didn't know it was going to be like such a serious thing, but it's been bothering me. And even now it's 6 a.m., but I literally woke up because I have my stomach is upset. Like, I don't know what is it, if it's still the food in the plane. It's just the food aversion in me. Yesterday I made rice with pesto and cheesy crumbled eggs. I had to force myself to finish the plate. I was trying to call one of my friends so we can eat FaceTime, because ever since I've been back to London, being back to London means kind of like living the solo life again, like just living alone and going on and about my life but alone. So I was trying to call my friends so we can FaceTime and eat together. Maybe it's going to help me and encourage me to actually eat. But his phone didn't have batteries, so I ate alone. But it took me 50 minutes to finish my plate, and I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. I don't want to cry here on the camera, but I wanted to cry. I'm like, back then I used to have so much appetite, and that was just a small plate, and I was like, I don't understand why it took me 50 minutes to finish my plate. And every single bite that I was having with the spoon, I just felt like throwing up, and I'm like, I don't understand why. That's why I wanted to apologize in the beginning of this video, because it may be a sensitive topic for people. I don't know if I can qualify that as ED. I have no idea. This is also why I don't really know who to go to and talk about this to. I'm fortunate enough to be in England where they care about things like that. If I had been in France, if you don't know, I lived in France, and let me tell you something. If you're a black woman living in France, like even now today, was it like 2 days ago, there's this young black boy, 13 years old. He was um just not taking seriously, and he died. I will put the story here. He died in the link. He died, and this is the third black person in France dying in the last, that is being meditized, that is being like shown in the media. And this is because his sister literally tweeted that on X, posted that on X. But he literally died. Like, they called the helpline and they wouldn't take them seriously, and then he died 48 hours after, if I'm getting the storyline right. It happened to me in France, actually. And now that I think about it, I'm sorry, but this story of food aversion didn't start in 2022, because everything happened when I was in France in 2020, actually, and I got really sick. I broke my neck while I was working in a French company. Actually, I think I had filed a lawsuit against them. It's a really big and influent worldwide company. Oh my god, this brownie is just all over the place. Went to the hospital in Paris, and they didn't want to take care of me. And then they gave me a bill of $90 to pay when I didn't even enter the facility. I was in the waiting room. And that was the time I was moving to London. So I was like, I have to pay this because I don't want them to come and like search for me when I'm already moving on with my life. So yeah, ever since that moment in my life where I got really bad sick and I got my neck broken and things like that, I think that is when I started to have a disgust with food. But then when I moved to London and I was just like new to that and blah blah, I just really enjoyed cooking and like just cooking, I guess. So I was like, life back then, like when I first came to London, was okay, I guess. I want to say life is still okay, but obviously things happen. So yeah, today, November 2024, I have food aversion, severe food aversion. And the only things that I found on the internet, or even if I'm calling someone, they're going to ask me if I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant at all. I'm not pregnant at all. I'll probably be the last person to be pregnant right now. I'm not pregnant at all. So I can't really find anything to help me. It says maybe it's hormonal and things, but it's been going on for months now that it came back very severely. And I don't know what to do. And I'm trying, like, I've been doing active research on that, you know, like reading research paper from people at university and stuff. And yeah, I ate the rice yesterday and I felt sick the whole evening having like my meal, and it literally woke me up. I slept at midnight and it woke me up at 4:40, 4:50, with my belly still being like, I want to throw up from the food I ate yesterday. And obviously I will always crave sweets. That's why I was like, let me just go and get, like, even when I go out grocery, I have to buy sweets, because I always know that if I don't eat a meal, at least I will have sweets that are not good for my body, but still it's something that my body will get, that I will actually get inside my body. 2 days ago I made pasta with what? I made pasta with shrimps and pasta with cream. And you know, like, that's a lovely meal for some people, you know. Pasta with cream, and I bought cheese and I made it with shrimps and I put curry on the sauce and stuff. but I couldn't finish it and I had to put it in the fridge, and I had it on the 30th of October. And then before going out for Halloween, I was like, I need to eat. I can't go out like that. I was about to go out without having eaten the whole day, like a meal, just like snacking. Like I had a bag of crisp and I was like, I need to eat, otherwise I'm not going to be able to hold into like the whole evening. So I forced myself. I was like, I need to eat. I was like, Carrie, I need to eat this plate of pasta that I'm putting in the fridge from yesterday. At least I need to finish this because I didn't cook any new meal on Halloween day. I didn't cook anything. Like I tried to cook every 2 days and just take like half the rest the next day, but it's been so hard just to finish that. It's been so hard. I have no idea what is the reason. So I ate the pasta and then I was feeling sick Halloween day, but I was trying to drink like sparkling and fizzy drinks so I wouldn't feel the sickness. And then yesterday, I spent the whole day alone at home. Well, I spent the whole day at home. I felt so sick. And then I only had rice and, as I told you, scrambled eggs with cheese and pesto. And I feel so sick. Chocolate makes me feel sick, and I'm having a muffin, like a chocolate muffin. I don't eat chocolate. I feel like I'm intolerant to chocolate and cheese. I only eat cheese when it's with pasta or pizza. But cheese in itself, like cheese, bites of cheese, just smelling the taste, just smelling the cheese actually makes me want to throw up. Same with chocolate. I don't know why, how come do I eat that, but chocolate is really not something I like to eat. And I don't know, it's just really weird because something with chocolate I can eat them, some stuff I can't. I remember when I was in elementary school, we were doing this game. Oh my god, that traumatized me so much. And if you're a teacher in elementary or just a teacher, don't do that. We were playing this game. I think it was like holiday something, and they would like close your eyes with have to guess what is the food that they're giving you. Oh my god. And then they gave me, was it chocolate or cheese, and I just immediately threw up and they were all shocked. Oh, that traumatized me so much. And now I'm like what, 15 years after that, and I still think about it. Like, please don't do that. You don't know if people are intolerant, you don't know if people are allergic, you don't know if people are intolerant. Because before I used to think being intolerant means that you have some type of allergy, but actually no. When I say I'm intolerant to stuff, I mean if I eat or smell this, I'm going to throw up in front of you and you're going to be so shocked and I'm going to feel so bad. So yeah, now my issue with that, I flew with Ethiopian Airline a few days ago, and again I put that restriction and they never really respect that. I have no idea why, but that was the last time I flew with them anyway. I will never fly with them again. And I think it's their sauce, something in their like sauce is so like it's making me upset. So I had put like low fat meal and they didn't put anything next to my name. So they were trying to serve me like that. And then when I had to make a fuss and they gave me fruits, but even their fruits were not fresh. And I'm like, ugh, I was about to starve for 24 hours because my flight, like my trip was 24 hours flight basically. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The video that I have, food aversion, I don't really know how to go about that, because if you say that, people are going to assume immediately that you're pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I'm in England, so surely I can find help for that, but as you may be aware or may not, we're in a crisis right now where medical industry is like understaffed and stuff. So if I go about trying to find out what is it, I'll probably have to wait so many years. By the time I wait, I don't know, but yeah, I don't think I would actually get like a straight answer, like, or help straight away. So I kind of feel helpless. That's why I've been just like, I'm such a person, I do a lot of research whenever I have something like that I have questions about. I read paper researches of people from different university, from the US, from doctors, from people doing their PhD. I always, that's the research I do. Like, I don't get my information from Wikipedia or something like that. I always do like read different point of view and, you know, causes. Maybe it's that, maybe it's that. And at this moment in time, what I found so far is like maybe hormonal. I don't know if I need to see a psychiatrist. I don't know if I need to see a therapist. I don't think a therapist would actually help me. I don't know if I need to see a dietitian, like a professional in diet. One thing is that since last spring, I was meant to start keto when I came back from my trip in Southeast Asia, like in the Philippines and Indonesia. And I wasn't able to start with keto because everything just went so fast for me. Like, I was moving places. Oh my god, I touched the heater. I was moving places. I had an issue with my previous landlady. Um, so yeah, I was going through a lot of stuff. So I didn't really have the time to start that thing that I told you about the chef, because if that is just me, I start like even when I go to grocery shopping, I try to like get some stuff to do keto meals, but I can't even bring myself to cook regular meals, so I wouldn't be able to go and cook like full on keto meal, even though like I saved so many recipes online, but I wouldn't be able to do that. Um so, and when I say, you know what, when I say I wouldn't be able to go and cook, I'm not talking about skills, it's motivation. And also a lot of times when I bring myself to cook, by the time I finish cooking, I want to throw up. I'm so disgusted by what I've just cooked, and I'm so disgusted by the smell. I don't want to see it. That's also one of the reason why I don't like to cook. And it's complicated because when you say that to people, they immediately assume that you're lazy. It's not being lazy. I just have a really complicated relationship with food. Um and I don't even know how to explain myself. I'm just trying to figure out why. But I'm trying to work on it because I'm like, not in the near future, but if I want a family of my own, let's say in the future, it's going to be really hard because I don't know, like just the taste of some stuff that I smell, I immediately want to throw up. And people don't understand that. Like, I can't find myself in certain places because I know these people are going to eat and this is going to bother me and I'm going to want to throw up just in front of them. It's gross, but it's also human nature, and I have no idea how to deal with that. And it's getting worse and worse every single day. Oh my god, this video is 32 minutes long. I'm going to cut it, but it's getting worse every single day. There is no medication for that. The only medication I'm taking sometimes is nausea. Is for to limit my nausea. When I always carry something in my bag like that. When I feel nauseous, I just take a pill. But this is not doing anything for me. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a human and I need to have a certain amount of calories, but not sweet. I need to have like protein and veggies and fibers and things like that, like nutritional stuff, and I can get them to my body because I have an issue with food. So this is also one of the reasons I hope that having someone cook for me healthy, delicious food like they advertise is going to help me reconnect with food in a healthy way. But yeah, like I feel very helpless and I don't really know where to turn because, as I said, like most of the time people assume you're pregnant. I typed on YouTube to see if there was someone with the same situation as me. All of the things that I've seen were all pregnant, pregnant. I don't even want to image. I don't even want to imagine if I was pregnant. Oh my god, if I was to be pregnant, I would just be on drinking liquids and liquids to feed the baby, because even just the liquids, like the smell, the texture is this. The smell, the texture, and the tastes. Actually, that is what is making me sick. So yeah, I think the food that I'm less intolerant to is probably just like and candies and like sweets. if I start keto until then, are going to be about me starting the keto diet, and I'll update you and stuff. Also unrelated, but I'm starting keto diet not because I want to lose weight. I do want to lose weight, but it's not something urgent to me. But also the reason why I'm going to keto diet is because I tend to have, I have like severe migraine on a daily. Ever since I broke my neck in 2020, I developed severe migraine that I have on a daily basis, and I went to see so many doctors and stuff, and they weren't able to explain why is that ever since I injured myself in 2020, I developed severe migraine that sometimes I have to go to the hospital and stuff. So I read somewhere that keto actually was helping with those type of stuff as well. So yeah, I'm going to try and let you know. um so yeah, that's pretty much the video I wanted to make. I didn't think I was going to make a video like that at all, but it's been bothering me a lot, and I don't have anyone that can relate to this or anyone with advice at all. um so yeah, yeah, that's it. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much if you watched till the end, and again, sorry if it triggered certain feelings to some people who may watch this video, but yeah, it needed to be left out of my chest. And I don't think I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm gonna work on my next upload from today in this channel. So for today in this channel, so I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and take care of your health. It's really important. If you feel like something is wrong, literally just go and consult, like go see someone, seek help, because you never know, you can underestimate a certain type of pain or discomfort, and it's actually just the tip of the ocean, the iceberg, and you will find out later that actually no, you have this going on and you didn't even know. So if you feel a certain type, especially people of color, I'm not going to say only black people, but yes, black people, it's so important to like not disregard like your pain or discomfort, because unfortunately, like I can't believe I was told to do that when I was in France. And then when I came here and I saw a doctor, they told me actually no, like you need to be very careful because blah blah blah. I don't want to go into too much details, but yeah, just like people of color, just be careful because we live in a crazy world. So yeah, that was it for me. Hope you have a good day, a good evening, or a good night if you're going to sleep. And wherever you're going, I hope you have a safe journey, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.